Hello, welcome to JoJo Crosses. This is JoJo, and we're welcoming Azalea today. I'm excited about finally getting our Snooty. Gonna check the mail and then go to Nooks and do our normal dailies today. So the beginning is just kind of getting through a little bit of the normal everyday island life on my Forever Island because you still have to progress. So I want to buy some items from Nooks Cranny because I'm hoping it'll upgrade soon. So I went ahead and bought the cute umbrella, and I needed this little tambourine because it's cute. And then LaBelle was on the island, so I went by and decided to do her little fairy tale assignment. And so I thought, well, after that, I'll go over to Able Sisters and see about getting an outfit there. And they had a little bit of their storyline, which is nice. That means we're getting closer to me getting some of the designs from Sable. So it's good when they start conversing a little more. I think there's maybe like 3-4 of those, and then it goes into the giving you the gifts. So that's nice. And then I went in there and did some shopping. They didn't really have anything fairy tale, but I thought, the Japanese outfit, maybe she'll go for that. So I did end up purchasing that and bringing it back, and I mean, sure enough, she was kind of like, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So I don't know, she had given me like a royal shirt or something, and I was like, oh, I don't really want to wear that. So and plus I think this little kimono is cute, so I like that. I'm a big fan of Japanese stuff, actually. Just the whole culture and everything. We had an exchange student when I was a kid, and I loved her to death. And so anyways, we went over and sold some stuff because my pockets were just bursting. And then I wanted to go see all my villagers, so decided to make those rounds. So I had a few packages in my pocket, and then I went and made some more too as needed. But got Blue Bear. She gave me a vampire costume, which I'm like, okay. And then O'Hare here, he was right outside my house and watering all my plants, which is super cute. So they're all sparkling out there now because of him. So it was cute. But the wrestler uniform I wasn't quite a fan of, so that was unnecessary. Then I went to check on my flowers. I got a couple of normal, red one there, and a couple of white roses. Nothing big there. My vegetation is growing in. And then I got a couple of these hyacinths. And I got just normal cosmos. I wasn't getting anything exciting there. And same with the mums. I just keep getting yellow mums. I know you have to plant like a hybrid garden with all the hybrids, and then I don't know. There's a whole method to the madness. I need to kind of look it up and make a garden somewhere for that. But honestly, I don't have room where I have created this so far. So, but then I kind of realized I needed some more gifts for my villagers. Found my little gold spot, by the way. And so I got to go take that over by my house. But I was over there making some more presents too, and then decided to turn in my fossils. I had like 6 of them, but the only one that he took, I think, was just one. So it's starting to get to where I'm getting a lot of duplicates, which is kind of a bummer, but it makes me some money too, and I can give something to my villagers later on too. I do like to either do fruit or fossils, especially once I have enough money in my account. And then I thought I better go hit up Brewster for my coffee of the day. And 2 days in a row, he's offered me pigeon milk on this video, I think. So anyways, I always like his little interaction. I was kind of hoping I had enough visits to get something from him, but I think I'm still short of quite a few, actually. So anyways, and then we went to the ABD. I've been trying to go every day, so I've got my little streak going, which is good. And I just decided to grab some of these things because I have a lot of extra Nook miles, and I've already bought, you know, most of the things I need. So I bought the iron fence because I didn't have that, and I don't really use this one too much, but you can, um, you know, sometimes you decide you want it and you don't have it. So, and then you can't get it when you do want it. Anyways, and then I did the customizing fence because I thought this is my Forever Island. I should have everything. So, got a lawnmower and went ahead and grabbed, I didn't grab KK Country because I thought I had it. I don't know if I do or not. I have to go check, but it'll come back around. And still nothing new in the other special section. So I think the whole month is pretty much the same, but I'm not exactly sure. So then we're going to head out of here, and I had to go find a couple more of my villagers, see what they were up to for the day, and make sure I give them their gifts. I'm trying to give them their gifts every day so that I can get their picture eventually, because I don't want them to leave until they give me their picture. So Eric gave me a school hat, which I honestly don't even know what that looks like, and forgot to put it on. So, and Maple was working out, so I went in and gave her her gift, and she, God, I forget what she gives me here, but yeah, she's, we're still not there yet. A sweater vest, yeah. I don't think any of my villagers we've gotten high enough yet to, oh, I learned curiosity this day too, which I really like, the little question mark. But anyway, I don't think we're anywhere near getting a picture with the villagers yet. It takes a while. It's a hot minute. Then we went and saw Ava. She gave me a traditional straw coat, which I'm not too interested in that, but I'll take whatever they give me. It's fine. This whole time on this island, most of the time on this island is going to be some terraforming, so I hope you guys aren't bothered by that. I want to move Nooks and Able Sisters to be on the second and third floor up by the front of my island, honestly. And I'm not sure if I'll love it there. I'm going to try it and see. I've had it there before, and I actually did like it. Especially back in the starting out days of this game, I had them up front so that when people visited, they could come and go to my shops and stuff like that. So I was kind of just feeling nostalgic and making it that way. So I like it when two villagers are in the same house together, and then I can give them, you know, both the gift at the same time, as long as one doesn't sit down, which usually one does at some point, but that's okay. Today they did not, which was nice. And I think I ended up finding all my villagers this day. I got to go check on Ursula and Billy. And then once I'm done with them, I wanted to go to Cappn Island, but I forgot about it. So I ended up going at night because I try to come back to my island in the evening too, just to see if there's any NPCs or maybe a tarantula or I think it's not tarantula season. It's I can't even think of it right now. But anyways, you know what I mean. And then also to see if like Wisp is there. Not that I love Wisp, but he does give you new stuff. So here's the island Cappn took me to. It wasn't super impressive. However, I was super happy because it had tulips, you guys. And I was shocked. So I don't think I've ever been to a Cappn Island or gone enough times to realize that they gave me like an additional flower that's not like my sister flower. I know there's usually a sister flower on your islands. Like you might have your main flower is like Cosmos, and then your sister flower is like a mum or something. Well, this is a third flower that I've never found on a Nook Mile Island or anything like that, and I've been needing tulips forever, and Leaf hasn't had it, and I haven't been able to find it with the Nook twins. And so I was like delighted. Yes. So I was so happy. And so I just spent the time on the island going and getting all the tulips. And that way I can finish up my flower garden because that was the only thing missing. So I was so excited. Probably a little too excited because I mean, I just love, I don't know why, but I really love growing the flowers and stuff. You guys are probably so bored at looking at me go look at my flowers every day, but I am actually like so curious every time. This is what I ended up with at Cappn Island. Did you know that that jewel beetle is worth 2,400 bells, by the way? I had no idea. I've passed it up so many times on the log stump before because I just thought it was a crappy bug, and no, it's worth a bunch. Like I ended up getting rid of a couple of fish and stuff because that one was worth way more. So I planted my gyroid that I got, and then I came back and planted all my little tulips. And then we moved to the next, oh, actually, I think I go by Nooks and sell all my stuff. Yeah. And then I was walking down the beach and saw Eric, and I was like, dude, I hear the flea sound. So I end up getting that off of him, and I needed a flea for my museum anyways. So I was very happy that he had a flea, even though I'm not happy for him. And I went over and I donated one of the fossils that I had gotten, and then I also donated the flea, which he was not impressed with, as per usual. But yeah. Sorry, Blathers. I know he didn't like it, but then I decided to show you the hyacinths. I thought were just normal little yellow ones were actually orange. So I was so happy. I got a couple of hybrids in there. So I just went and watered all my flowers. I got this giant teddy bear too, which I thought was super cute, and planted him over here next to the other one. He goes with my little honey section, so that's cute. But then I had to get out of the dark and go the next day. So here we are back to the next day, and I finally have Flick. So I'm going to go today. I end up grinding. I mean grinding for bugs all day. You may not end up seeing all the time that I spend doing that, but I do. I went and saw Azalea. I actually honestly forgot to visit her first day, and I felt so bad. So I came back a couple of times today, and then of course Ava decided to sit down right when I was going to talk to her and give her her gift, so lame. But I decided to talk to her anyway in case I miss her the rest of the day, but I do think I end up catching up with her later. I can't remember. I do try to gift them every day. So then I went through and looked at my flowers. Had a pink one there and red for my windflowers. So I'm always happy to see another pink one. Mums are just same yellow again, so they're not proliferating much. That one just gave me a red, and then over here I just had a yellow lily, kind of boring. Cosmos were pretty boring, and then my hyacinth, I believe that's just a yellow down there, and yeah, white in the roses, so nothing really interesting there. And I don't even think the tulips, I don't even know if I go up there. I went down here just to see if any of these are doing anything. I do end up with a pink mum, and I'm not sure if I think that grew on its own from yellows, which was super weird. But anyway, and there's my orange ones I was hoping would make a baby, but they did not. Found my little gold spot and planted that, so we've got that going. And then I'm going to take it over by my house and plant it. I think I might have forgotten one day, so I ended up with two over there, and they're kind of out of whack, but that's okay. Saw Blue Bear on the passing, so decided to give her her gift. You know, just making the rounds in the beginning here, trying to make sure I get everything completed. She gave me a plain do-rag, which I usually like that one, so I decided to put that on for a little bit. Yeah, but the blue, you know, doesn't really go with my yellow outfit, but that's okay. I'm happy because I like the plain do-rag. It's cute. I actually like the checkered one the best. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I forgot about my pumpkins over here. I think I didn't water them one day and then it rained, so that was good. Went out and got my fossils. Here I'm just kind of putting together some gifts for the villagers because I was running low. And then I ran along my beach to go get my bottle and stuff because, you know, you got to get all your DIYs. So this one in particular was from Cherry, and she gave me the iron garter bench, which I'm super happy about because, you know, I didn't have that one yet, so that's good. And then I went and saw Eric this day. And gave him his typical fruit. I know it seems super mundane and boring, but they like the fruit. Like, eventually they will give you their picture. They'll also give it to you, like I said, with fossils. So I don't like to give them too many like outfits and stuff unless I really want them to wear them. And like I said, this is my Forever Island, so I probably will end up doing that eventually. But they won't wear them in the DA or anything, so it's not like it's that big of a deal what they really have. But went ahead and planted my tree. I don't think I'm behind quite yet on this one. They're all kind of boom, 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 but it must be when I go the next day or something. I found 2 full-grown ones with money on it, so that was kind of a bummer. And then I went ahead and hit my rocks, so you gotta do it. And then I saw Miss Hazel. She's a cutie patootie. She was just hanging out over here by resident services and got her little workout outfit on here, so which is I think what she normally wears anywhere. She gave me a dreamy dress, which is funny because I didn't think the sisterlies gave you all the little cutesy stuff like that. There's the blue one there, so but I decided to stay in my yellow because I like that little bolero dress. It's really cute. And then I found O'Hare again and on the next day and that we're on and gave him his gift. He's over there watering the flowers, which is like, I'm like, thanks, dude. It wasn't raining this day, so it's kind of nice when the villagers actually help out, which is crazy town. Found myself a balloon and ended up, we got, what did we get? A bingo wheel. Yeah, I was like, all right. Maple was building a peach surprise box, so I like that one. It's cute. It's a little weird. It's got that little baby thing that jumps out of it, but it's cute. Like if you put it in like a little plant flower setting or something like that. But it's a little different too. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure if I'll use that, but I'll definitely take the DIY anyways. No harm in having it. And then she gave me back my giant ribbon, which I was so excited about. I wanted to see what color it was, and it went perfectly with my outfit because it's a little white one. So I can wear that anytime. Then I found Billy up on the hill, and dag nabbit, I gave him his gift. I love that he says that. He's super cute. And I'm sorry about the voiceover, you guys. I try to do live play, but a soft serve hat. Thanks, Billy. But this day it was so loud at my house, I absolutely could not do it. My dogs have been crazy lately. We've kind of been moving our house around a little bit. It's almost, getting close to the holidays here, and I've got a lot going on at my house and reorganizing, getting things done for some visitors and things like that. And we had to move our pups. They sleep in a crate at night, but they're not crated during the day or anything, but just in the evening. And we had to move them to a different room, and they're kind of out of sorts, like, where am I? So they've been like in the middle of the night barking, during the day they're barking. They're just being crazy town. So I don't know if you guys have animals, but they can be crazy. I decided to plop a couple things over here by my house. I just had them in my pocket. I had a little hose, and on the other side I don't even remember what I put. Hopefully you saw what it was. And and then I went into Nooks and bought my stuff for the day. After this, we're gonna go in and see what evaluation we have on our island, because I was curious to see if I remained at 3 stars, because I kind of picked up a bunch of stuff and you know, cleaned up the island after she talked to me that, you know, and told me I was 3 stars the first time. And I just wanted to see if we're still at 3 stars, which it doesn't really matter, but I do eventually want to get this island to 5 stars. I'd like to get the little golden watering can so that I can water my flowers, you know, without too much problem. But I went and bought a few wrapping papers. They didn't really have any wallpapers that I was interested in except the white one. So I went ahead and bought that. I'm trying to keep in mind, though, that this is like a forever island and that, you know, I might want that someday kind of thing. But I also don't want to fill my inventory with things I don't like. I bought the DIY Wildest Dreams, and a lot of these came in it. I didn't know you could get fencing in that, but I got the blue kid one. I had bought the other iron one, but the blue kid one came, the iron bench, the lattice one. I've never gotten fencing in there, I didn't think. So anyways, that came in there because I did not buy those. And here's where she's telling me I'm still at 3 stars. She's just saying I need more decoration. So I kind of already knew that. That will happen naturally as I progress on the island. So, you know, it's good. So I'm not in a rush or anything since I plan on keeping this island. I went ahead and bought some of the hairstyles that I didn't have. So I think I bought the pop one, the cool one. I don't even know which one has what. This one's the stylish hairstyles. I went and bought like the 4 fab hair colors. I was going to buy the skin color, but then I thought, I'll buy that later. You can buy it anytime. I bought the brick fence. I don't have that. And sometimes that one's a good one for Christmas. And then I bought the rope fence because I didn't know I might want it. And then I bought the simple well because that's a cute item. I really like that around the island. And I also bought the fountain because I like the fountain DIY. So, or I guess is it a DIY? No, I don't know. No, because they're mailing it. So, hello. Anyway, so I'll be getting that in my mail on the next day. Bought me a flower bed. I bought a plastic bench. Just a bunch of stuff. You know, I was trying to, some more plain party lights. I think I have a couple, but I really like those lights. So I wanted to get, you know, some more. And then I got this little scooter. I thought he was cute. I bought KK Ryder's song. I got a stand mixer, which was cool. And then finally, here's where I was interacting with Flick for the beginning of the day and intermingling between this video and there's like a few hours where I'm just in and out of doing bug hunting between regular house stuff. I made a lot of money, and I will show you in a little bit just how much money I made, because I think in my ABD before I started, I had maybe like I think I was up to like maybe 500,000 bells or something, because I've been just stowing it away. And after working all flip-flapping day, like if you see this, like every single time I went to him pretty much, it was like 50,000 bells. And I probably came back to him like 50 times. Look how much money I got. 2.4 million. And only 500,000 of that was what I had before. So I'm feeling pretty rich, even though, you know, that's not very rich for the game, but it is for where I've been. Anyway, now I'm moving the shop because I need to get it out of the way because I'm going to start doing my terraforming. So I'm going to go move it over on the beach and get it out of the way. And then that way I can start, doing my terraforming up here. So I went ahead and finished my daily tasks. I went and got my coffee with Brewster. I'm gonna head over, see a couple of my villagers and stuff. Just all those things I needed to finish before this day was over. And then I want to fast forward to the next day so that I can get Nooks out of the way and I can start to terraform. Because like I said, I want a lot of like natural areas and cliffs and pretty things to look at on this island too, aside from my little flower farm and stuff in the beginning. I'd also like to put around, a lot of little cliffs and waterfalls and stuff. So this is just the beginning of it. It's not decorated by any means when we're done with this. I'm just literally terraforming today. But found Ursula, found Camouflage, Frog. I think they were like the only ones I was missing for that day. So I ended up going to them and just getting that out of the way. Thanks for the multi-purpose vest. Kix is here this day. I think it's the first time he's been on my island, but not the first time I met him because I moved him into Harv's already, I believe. And then here's all the stuff I ordered yesterday. It's like just a ton of stuff. And so we're just kind of going through and opening these things up. Got my flower bed. I got my street lamp. A couple of those. Ended up with my little paper kite butterfly that I got from Flick yesterday. So then I was just going to look at my flowers. It rained yesterday at some point, and so my flowers went kind of bonkers, but not in a great way. Like there's really not a lot of special ones. I mean, I got a pink lily, which was nice, and I got an orange cosmo, I think there, yeah. Oh, I got a pink Cosmo too. I forgot about that one. But this is like just a red hyacinth, yellow hyacinth, so nothing great there. And then I think that's just a yellow rose, I'm pretty sure. Red roses, white roses, and I did get one more tulip. So that's good. I'm going to plant that later in my garden. So we'll get that underway. But I decided to put my little butterfly back here. Eventually, I'll probably replace that with a bee. But I didn't make the bee yet, so. And then all my little villagers were just running around resident services being super cute doing the airplane. And so I thought, well, I'm just going to give, it's like Blue Bear, Maple, and Ava all just running around like crazies. So it's hilarious. I just nabbed all three of those while they were there messing around. And look, she's just running around with a stick. Like, okay, and so is Ava, actually, right? That's so funny. Like, what the heck? They're just playing airplane. No big deal. Just having the time of their lives. And then once I talked to these guys, Eric flagged me down. And I think he's going to teach me a reaction, which I'm always happy about. So I got him too and gave him his gift, so that's nice. But yeah, my villagers are being adorable this day, so they're adorable every day. Oh no, he didn't like his saying or whatever, but I don't like them to change their saying unless it's like terrible or something. So I told him no. I told him he's fine. So even though I don't really love Chow Down, but it's fine. It's probably better than anything I'll come up with, but maybe someday I'll change it. And then I didn't have another gift, so I gave him a fossil. He gave me some oval glasses, which I thought I'd put on. I do wear glasses in real life, so might as well, but not hot pink ones. But that's okay. And then I looked through Kik's inventory here, and he didn't really have anything I wanted, so I didn't buy anything, but just thought I'd show you what he had on board. Sometimes he has some great stuff, but anyway, had to, of course, go to the ABD. I didn't need anything with Nook Miles, so I just went and bought some stuff at the Nook shop. I think if you get to 100 or 200 items, I can't remember which one, they'll give you the little app on your Nook phone, so that's nice. And then I'm just cleaning up around where Nooks was because this is where I'm going to be terraforming. So I'm going to take all this stuff off around the plaza. That's where Nooks was sitting. And sadly enough, I went and put that whole path in, and I'm going to have to just run over it, but that's okay. That's kind of part of, changing up the island, but it did look cute there for a while, so that was nice. And someone dropped a book, and I'll be honest, I picked it up, and I found out it was Billy's eventually, and then I forgot to give it to Billy. So I believe it's still in my pocket. And today's I haven't played the game in 2 days, but I mean, I can go back in time to that day, but I think it's already the next day by the time I finished playing on this video. So I didn't give it back to him, which is super sad. I always try to give my villagers the things they want and, make them happy. And I think that does give you some, points, for friendships. So I kind of missed out on that. So I'm starting my terraforming. I wanted to kind of, this is where I want the 2 layers. And I'm going to make one of the layers is going to be, found my spot, by the way. One of the layers is going to be Nooks Cranny at the base, and then Able Sisters will be on the 3rd floor. And I'm going to put a couple of inclines in there so that myself and the villagers can get there easily. And yeah, so I'm just going to terraform the shell to begin with. But I need to chop down these trees because they're in the way, and I kind of realized that while I'm standing here. And I need to get the flowers and stuff out of the way, but it's nice because it gives me food fruit in my pocket, which is great. I might need those to dig some stuff up, break rocks, whatever, and then but what I was gonna say is we're gonna make the shell of this terraforming area, and then I'll kind of show you a halfway progress, and then I'll kind of show you where it's filled in, and just kind of that kind of stuff. I don't want you to have to watch me terraform everything, but I'm just gonna show you some of broke a shovel, show you some of the formation of it. And again, if you are bored by this whole day, I totally get it. It's a lot of a lot of just normal ongoings in the island, and then I know it can be kind of boring to watch someone terraform, but I honestly like watching people do it and listening to the little kerplunks in the game and stuff like that, so it doesn't bother me at all. And my villagers back there are just still being super cute. I think they do this the majority of the time this day, which is hilarious. But yeah, the entrance is just to my right over here, and my little flower farm is over there. So my goal is to have you either can go, when you come out of the airport, you can either go straight up to resident services by following this little path, which I will change that path on the right to be more curved over to resident services also. But for now, it goes up there. It just goes a little meanderingly. Or you can go to your left and there'll be a stairwell, and you'll see that, and that the incline will get us up to where Nooks Cranny is, and also where Ava was in the way. Anyways, get us up to where Nooks Cranny and Able Sisters is. So I do want to eventually make everything pretty accessible on this island so you can get to all the levels. So I'm going to need to put up a few more inclines. I want to, I have just some dirt bridges in right now, but I would eventually like to put in some pretty bridges and stuff, and I do have enough now in my account to probably do that, so my future videos will probably be trying to get that squared away too. And I really want to look at the map and just kind of see where I want all those. I like to have diagonal bridges. I think those are super pretty. And so I just need to kind of see what's going to work around, this island and get the best access. Because I think you can only put, if I'm not mistaken, originally you can only put up 7 inclines and 7 bridges, but then they changed it to where you could get like the pro, I don't know, there's an upgrade you can do in resident services. I'm not even sure if I did that. Maybe it's pro decorating or pro something. And then it allows you to do up to 10 of the inclines and 10 of the bridges. So, so hopefully I won't have any trouble with that. I don't even know that I'll need 10 of each, but it's nice to know you can go up to that amount, and that's pretty good. So, just trying to decide like what shape I want it. I don't want to block the way to this bridge over here, and I want a path like going in front of this area too. So, but I think I end up having to go pretty close to the ocean down here, or the beach, eventually. And you'll see that towards the end of this video, but you know, it's a lot of trial and error, and I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys have struggled with this yourself, but it's hard to size things up in the game sometimes until you get like your building there and you get like your incline. You can only kind of eyeball it. So that's what I'm doing here, is just trying to eyeball it. So now I'm just going to fill in, and here's where I'm like, oh, maybe a third of the way. I decided to go get the log staircase and fill in the rest, and then I want to see where this incline will look good, and you'll see where I kind of want it. I don't know why that played that again, sorry guys, but we duplicated that a little bit. Anyways, that is pointing towards the entranceway, so that's kind of what I had in mind, is that you have a choice of going up that path or going up this little log staircase. So it was pretty good. It worked out, and then I'll have to round all the edges around here and just kind of build out as needed. So that's what I'm doing now. And then I'm going to place a third floor on this so that I can kind of make enough room for Able Sisters back there, because Able Sisters will go closer to the resident services, and that way they're on the top, and they're smaller, so they'll fit at the top better. Nooks Cranny is kind of bigger because it's not to its full size yet, and it does get a little bigger, but the roped area, you know, goes to that size. So, but this is the back, and I do realize it's not big enough yet, but I do make some improvements to it along the way here, and you know, just try to size it the right way. So, but yeah, it's just kind of, like I said, you just kind of have to do it and then see if it works, and then keep coming back and like adding a little bit here and there if you can, stuff like that. So here's where I made the little pad for Able Sisters. And Able Sisters isn't a very big building. I think it's only like a 5x4 maybe or something. So, and I want like Nooks Cranny to fit up in here and be kind of hugged by the hill that Able Sisters is sitting on, if that makes sense. And then I want to put some trees and natural stuff over the top of it. So I have to make sure it's wide enough and stuff like that for it to fit in the little crook that we need. So anyways, eventually here, of course, like, I'm not that great at terraforming. Half the time I'm missing, or I don't know if you guys have the same trouble with it, but I certainly do. I was watching, I think her name is Lil Branches. Is it Taya? I'm so sorry if I'm saying her name wrong or that's not her name, but she's very cool. Like, watching her videos, she's got a lot of good information and stuff like that. And anyway, she was saying how she terraforms, and she does this thing where she'll turn right, turn left, and then do the middle, and then come out, and then turn right, turn left. I tried that and I am not as skilled as her. Like she has really good Joy-Cons or something. Mine are failures. Failure to thrive is what we would call that. They do not work like hers. So I can merely do my best. Yeah, so I thought maybe Nooks Cranny would fit in that little nook, haha, but I did try it and it doesn't work, so I end up having to come back and add a little more width to it before it will go in. So I'm just rounding the edges because I think I'm done with this part, sort of. And then I realize I have to come back and fix it. So anyways, I went to grab Nooks Cranny because I didn't have that in my pocket quite yet. This is where it actually ends up. I had to bump it out just one more notch, and so yeah. And then I'm going to finish terraforming around the edges because I wanted to come out like towards the front and be able to be flanked up by some trees and stuff. So now it started raining and it looks super gloomy and bummery on my island, which is kind of annoying, but I was almost done. I didn't want to like change to different day. However, I will before the end of this video so that I can get Able Sisters moved in. However, I don't complete Able Sisters or anything in this video. It's just to get it plopped up there. So, but just so you know, I'll be going forward. Look at Blue Bear and Hazel having their cute little conversation back there. I usually like to go and see what they're talking about, but I was a little busy, so I ended up just letting them be. But that little spot I just made right there, that square, I wanted to make sure it was big enough for a tree. So I may have to add to it. I'm just not sure. But I can add a little bit to the right if I need to. So I do have a little freedom of movement. But I was thinking of putting a waterfall, but it's just so such a cramped little area here. And like even the walkway over here on the left where I'm planning on putting my incline kind of where I'm at, but just a little bit further out. There's such a tiny path to get back to Able Sisters once it's there. So I have to bump that out on the left a little more towards the river. So I may have to do a little adjusting along the way, but that's okay. I have a long time to work on this island if I want to. So, and then here I realized if I hit that, it's going to break this whole, right there. So I have to put it back and make it bigger coming out the front. So this is where I was like, okay, I'm definitely going to have to make it a little more front heavy. So then I heard a balloon, and when I do go and get it. Yeah. And that was almost a water. I was like, oh, I don't know if it's not going to hit the water. I can't tell you the countless times that has happened, but I was like, oh, maybe, and it worked. So I was happy about that. I do not know if I can get a tree up there. I think I do have to build it out a little more for the bridge anyways. Oh, I'm not putting a tree there because of the bridge. That's right. Sorry. I forgot. This is where the bridge has to go, or the incline, not the bridge. I can't talk. Anyways, this is where we're putting the incline, right where like I'm standing, and then I'm looking down here like, okay, I'm gonna have to build this out, stuff like that. So it's like I say, it's a process, but you just have to keep trying stuff and see what works. So but I think it'll be cute once it's in, and it'll be nice and easy to like go to both the stores at once and stuff like that. And you know what, if I don't like it, I can always move it. So that's the joy of terraforming and having the permissions to do that and everything. So it's great. So so I try to think of it as, you know, like it's not always permanent. Like it could be temporary, you know. I also don't really like the shape of how this little mound out here turned out, so I will probably add a little more edging and stuff, but I decided to go to the next day so that I can get things moved in, and then we'll see how it looks at that point. So, and I've got to grab Able Sisters, so I wanted to make sure that Nooks Cranny moved in first. I was kind of looking at my flowers. Because it rained, it also went super nutsoid, but nothing really super like new to the island came in at all. So it's all just basic stuff really, or you know, I did get a couple of pink things and stuff, but I did leave those there from the day before, so you know. But there's Nooks Cranny, that one came in, so I was happy about that. And then I have to go get my incline for here. So I'm purchasing that, and then I'm going to head over to, I'm also going to grab Able Sisters and place Able Sisters. So, but I did go to the ABD, and that was the only new thing really in there. But here's where Able Sisters is going. And yeah, so I think that's good. Like I say, we'll see if I like it. I might need to expand out on the right left a little bit because there's not really room for trees and stuff up there. But, you know, eventually I will be able to, so. Because I can always terraform out the river on the left and expand to the left and just make that a little bigger, stuff like that. So there's a lot of room for improvement, you know what I mean? But here's where I kind of looked and went, that's going to be really tight trying to get up to that incline, and maybe it wasn't the best place to put it. So I do have to expand the front out. That's why I ended up like more towards the beach. So, but it's okay. I had a little room to move and it's enough to go. It's just that you'll probably have to walk on the beach to get around like this little thing, but I'm actually not too mad at it. It's okay. So, but we'll just kind of terraform this little edge out a little bit more and make it so that it, you know, works out so that we have a little more space to move around. So, yeah. I'm glad I got all that money from Flick, because now I have a little more freedom to like build some inclines and stuff like that. The only downside of this is that's as far out as I can go on the front, so I can't go any more, and so I'm kind of stuck with, you know, with that. But I can go a little bit to the left, especially back here, which I do end up doing because I don't even know if you can see how tiny the walkway is up there, but you will when I see that little tiny corner. That's how you're walking back to Able Sisters. So you literally will have to jump almost. So I definitely have to fix that little pathway. And so that's what the whole point of this is here. And I do have to kind of get up and down a little bit and fix it, but eventually we do get to where we want to be. So, yeah, but I will be decorating this in the future here, probably on one of our next videos or so, because I don't want to leave it undone. But yeah, here's where I'm like, yeah, that's not even where I needed the terraforming as much. But I'm going to expand out where I can, and then I do end up needing to pop it out just a little bit more because that's just not enough. So anyways, but like I said, you just have to keep trial error, you know. Oh yeah, now this little walkway over here by the river is just gonna be so like tight. So, but once I round it, it'll be okay. And like I said, I can move that river over a little bit, so I can add a little more land there, but I just wasn't gonna do it today. So kind of just doing what I really need to do right now. And then I'll come back to some of these places as needed. So not the best terraformer in the world, trust me. Like, a lot of this gets edited out. You don't see the struggle. But anyway, that's pretty much all that we did on the island today. I apologize if this was a little mundane and boring for you guys, but you know, I do really appreciate you watching. If you liked any of this or want to continue watching my videos and help the channel, I would love if you would give me a like or subscribe. And that'll just kind of help us move along. It's actually, I'm just shocked to even be over the 500 mark. You guys are amazing, and I really appreciate you even spending any of your day with me here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate you. I hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday season, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!